June 5th on a Monday, 2023, and we bring this Board of Health, Douglas Board of Health meeting to order. First on the agenda, we have EDS drill discussion. Trailer, Dave?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so tomorrow we're having our EDS, Emergency Dispensing Site drill at the high school. We'll start at 4 o'clock, and we'll start right at the front entrance. We'll do a quick discussion of the traffic plan and the outside stuff, and then we'll go in and we will walk the floor plan.
When is this, tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yep, over at the high school. And we will talk about that. We'll have copies of the floor plan, and we will get everybody's opinion, make sure everybody's on board with this, make sure everybody sort of understands the roles and responsibilities. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later in the presentation after the main meeting is over. And then at a future date, we can do a bigger drill, but on our own schedule. They're not required, after this year, they're not required, so we can do it when it best suits us. But we're going to try to tighten up the plan based on how tomorrow goes, and then we'll be...
Okay, so you say we. Who do you mean exactly?
I mean the town.
The town.
So the Board of Health is in charge of this plan for the town, but it's not just us that would be doing this. This is, you know, has a lot of different other functions that the fire department has to fill, police department has to fill, the DPW has to fill. So we have representatives from at least the three of those tomorrow,
Right.
so that they'll be there. I've already met with the police department on review of the traffic and security plan. The fire department, I had given them a brief earlier in the year, and they're coming to hear their parts. And we're going to find out a little bit later there's a difference between, you know, antibiotic dispensing and vaccinations. So the amount of involvement that the fire department is pretty different depending on which one we're going with. But so hopefully it'll be a time for everybody to sort of hear it, walk through it, get a little bit of muscle memory. We're going to bring the signs as well, talk about where those are going to go in the site. And it's better that we do it so that everybody has a little bit of a visual understanding of where everything is and what's happening in each location. And so that if something happens, it's not like, oh, I've never heard of this plan, I've never seen it before, I don't know what we're talking about. So that's the goal for tomorrow. A drill is sort of a little bit, maybe giving it a little more than it. We're doing a glorified walkthrough, and we're going to be discussing it. That's really what it is.
How come I didn't know about this?
Oh, yeah. We talked about it last.
I mean, we talked about the meeting, but I mean, getting together on this coming.
Yeah, we talked about it last
No,
week.
yes, last week.
Where was I?
Do any of us have any role other than you?
Nope. You guys are,
We just
you know, there's nothing you have to do.
passive dummies.
No, just, you know, ask great questions and make great observations. That's all you have to do.
Right.
No expectations.
Okay.
We're not like setting a lot of stuff up. Literally, we're going to be dropping the signs where they kind of go.
Traffic flow, just
yeah.
building and
Yeah.
waiting areas and yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
setting up tables. We're not setting up chairs.
Okay,
We're
I
not.
thought it was more formal than.
No, no. I'm calling it a drill, but it's
Okay.
basically a glorified
I see
walkthrough.
what you're saying,
Yeah.
okay.
If we were to do a real drill,
Right.
we would need to set up a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
In reality, is you need people to come through and represent the public, if not be the public,
Right.
so that you kind of understand the throughput process and what are the things they have to fill out, and there's a lot more going on there if it was a true drill.
Okay, okay.
More people needs to be involved in the show.
Yeah, because I think that Kristen usually takes good care of me as far as, as far as knowing what I should be doing.
Sure.
A private secretary, personal secretary.
Yeah, no, well, she's a friend. She's a good friend.
So that's
Okay.
it for tomorrow. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good. It'll be,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
enlightening.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Did I understand you to say that the fire department has different possible roles?
Yes. So
Are we gonna see one of them, or?
we're gonna talk about both. When they're not, nobody's actually gonna be physically doing a lot.
This is
tomorrow.
not a mob scene, this is a
No.
small.
No, you know, because
No, it's
like,
just-
they have to be with the ambulance there, right? It has
Right.
to be during the like
Right.
planning. There has to
But
be
you-
the
you said
MPs
we're gonna-
present and
We're gonna talk through it, you're not talking a mob scene, you're talking
No.
less than 20 people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be whoever from the Board of Health is gonna be there, 2 from
Maybe 6
fire,
more people.
Okay.
1 from police, 1 from schools,
2 from.
2 from DPW. So I think 6 plus whatever group from here,
Fire,
10
yeah.
people.
So
I can talk loudly when I need
My
to.
math got larger than that.
No.
This is the
Well,
simple
I
one.
mean, we're 5 here, plus 2 that are missing.
Mhm.
So that becomes 7 pretty quickly, and then you get 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2,
Very
and you don't get to 9 that way.
I think I can pretty well assure you it should be less than 15.
Okay.
This was advertised?
Mm-mm.
No, we just
Doesn't have to be.
invited them, yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay,
We just work with different departments,
okay.
not this one.
We're not gonna create a panic when people see
No,
this group
yeah,
in you.
no, this is just for us, so we know what we
Well,
are doing, we
yeah,
know the
we know
layout,
that.
yes. This is
You do?
little practice for us, first.
We do?
The school's aware they're well.
This is something similar what we had in Uxbridge. I don't know if you've been to
No,
Uxbridge Clinic.
no.
Well,
This
you
is
did,
something.
you were in the clinic, you went and got your shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
I went to
yes.
the clinic.
Yeah, so the clinic, the one in Uxbridge,
Oh,
the
okay.
clinic.
So if we had to do that
If-
here,
I see.
like where would we go?
Okay.
Where people will
That's all it
wait,
is.
where the
That's what it's
ambulance, where we store the vaccine, you know, like
Okay,
where people
okay.
wait, when the
But we all
ambulance.
have to know, like, what the police would do, how would they flow traffic?
Traffic,
What would
Okay.
the fire department do?
I see,
What would we do?
I see.
We all have to kind of get on the same page, know exactly
So
what
we
it
go
looks
back
like.
to the pandemic times.
Okay, so it's a panic attack, where we take
Anything's
them.
possible. I mean,
Anything's possible.
yeah, as we-
After the meeting, I'll talk some more about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And then the trailer, so Adam Furno from DPW picked up the trailer. It is now at the rear of the building. I went through and I inventoried it earlier this week. Pretty close to what the inventory was in the trailer. A few things that we need to make couple of quick modifications to. We're not bringing the trailer over for tomorrow, but the idea would be if we needed to set this up for real, or if we're doing a drill, like a more thorough drill, we would bring that over there, and we would use that to offload supplies and stuff that we have over here, over there. And that way, we don't need to have to store it over there, we would have some control, and it can be useful for other events.
Locations, yep.
Yeah, great, great.
And if you get difficulty hauling the trailer, my vehicle can haul the trailer.
Excellent. We'll call you right up if we need
Good to
to do that.
know. Thank you.
Okay, are we all set with that, I think? Okay, next on the agenda, we have the transfer station discussion. Well, as you know now, Bob, I don't know his last name.
Frank,
Frank is his name? Bob Frank?
no, Frank Men, Frank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Frank, yeah. Frank, what was his last name?
Men,
Men?
yep.
Retired from his position. He gave up his position. Evidently, it wasn't exactly what he was expecting. And he also has another job that he wants to spend more time with. That job, I guess it has to do with something similar to what he used to do, you know, deliveries, that kind of thing, so we're in search of personnel. If anybody has any ideas, you know, anybody that may be interested in the position, you can give Kristen a call.
Well, what are you going to do with Bob? Is Bob filling in for Frank, which
Yeah.
is sort of like a roving replacement? And the person you hire is a roving rover?
We don't know. I mean, right now, I didn't say anything to Bob other than to say, I just told him to, you know.
All right? But I've seen Bob there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and right now, he's in that position because we have nobody else, but, and that's not to say that we wouldn't give him that position, but, we're looking for another person, basically.
I would see anyone, including Bob, who comes in and assists the other 4 guys as
As a rotating,
temporary trainee type.
That's a possibility, yeah.
Until one of the 4 leaves.
yeah.
That's the way I would see it.
That's a possibility, but if we hire somebody new, okay, can't, you know, what do we do in that case? So,
That person is also, other than the 4, that person also is a trainee on a rotating basis, just as Bob would be, my vision of the world. And when one of the 4 leaves, then we have 1 or 2 people ready to take their place.
we still have to, excuse me, I'm sorry. we still have to hire, you know, people in, I don't know, that rotating thing, how many people can you have rotating? One maybe, not two. It's
Maybe
not
just
that
hire
big an
another Saturday
operation,
person.
it's,
Yeah, I would,
it isn't that big an operation to
no, I
have.
would leave it the way it is. And not hire another person unless somebody resigns, unless
Well, we'll see how it works
Leave it at
out,
four.
because,
person 5 resigns.
Well, they have 4 right now.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
plus Bob,
yeah.
5.
No, 4, because one just quit. We had 5,
Yeah.
right? Frank was the,
We have Dick and, who's with Dick?
We had
And
Dick
Ray
and
and
Matt
Ron.
and
yeah,
Ron,
Dick and Frank.
and that's it.
It was Dick and Frank, Ray and Ron, and
Oh,
Bob.
oh,
You're thinking, because we used to have,
I'm
somebody else.
catching up to what I'm doing.
Yes, because, the other guy moved.
It's okay.
Yeah, the other one moved.
Yeah.
So Frank was Saturdays, he took his
Yeah, he went to
position.
Florida, that was,
Yeah.
what was his name? Yeah, he moved.
Sam.
Alright,
So now we're up 4 right now.
yeah, now I understand.
Yeah. If I do, we need
So-
another one.
In relationship to number of people there, I was surprised that we had 3 people on Saturday.
Right. And this is where we can do without that person,
Yeah.
a third person on Saturday. We really don't need a third person on Saturday.
Well, they have to hustle it a little bit, but I think that's
Well,
okay.
that's okay. I mean, that's, you know, it goes up and down. In other words, at some point during the day, it may not be as busy.
On Saturday,
Oh, yeah, I've gone there Saturday afternoon, nobody's there.
right,
You know, like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, nobody's there. And then, of course, in the morning, it's busy. You know, there are certain times in the day that it gets busy, but 2 people can handle that. If you have one up top, one down below,
yeah.
2 people can handle that. no
And periodically swap so they don't get swamped.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect science. I mean,
Right.
we're not gonna eliminate, you know, the people throwing things that they shouldn't be, but you do the best you can, and as long as you have somebody there knowing that they're watching, it kind of polices itself in that way. Once in a while, you're gonna get, you know, people that throw things in different places.
Well, they still have questions too.
Yes, right. But there's, with 2 people, like I say, Dick, you know, that should be sufficient.
I think so.
Yeah.
So just hire like a per diem or something, as needed
Yeah,
person?
yeah, as needed. Yeah. I think it's fair to give Bob a shot anyway.
So we should, excuse me, we should advertise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, any more discussion on the
We have,
transfer station?
tonnages too.
Oh, yeah.
Or kind of-
Now, there was one, let me see.
At the bottom, 7.
Yeah,
I
and there's a
think
reason for that.
it certainly is.
Yeah.
That's where we give Dick the big bucks,
That's right.
because you gotta make a judgment call
That's right.
on just before holidays or whatever, as to whether the equipment you have is gonna handle the next
Yeah.
volume coming in.
He made the right call.
I
actually.
believe so, that's
Yeah.
pretty full.
Yeah, he made the right call.
This is April. This is April, this isn't May.
Oh, May.
Oh, this is
Oh, you're
April.
right.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, there are a couple of them that are.
Oh, because I just got May.
that'll-
We didn't have May yet.
So this is April, this is.
This is
really-
right,
oh,
yeah,
I
right.
this is
was starting
right.
vacation.
Yeah,
like
We have a
Yeah.
7-6.
Right, well,
And it
Yeah, I was
wasn't-
thinking, we just got the May
Yeah.
tonnages in, so we have to go through them
Yeah,
all.
so that wouldn't have been a
But it
holiday.
had to have been something like that for
Yeah.
him to make that decision.
Yeah, I mean, usually the numbers are up there, but, sometimes you have to make them. I mean, it's, not an easy thing.
Well, it's usually pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually works pretty well.
I mean, they're pretty high, 11.8.
They are.
Yeah.
All in all, I mean, if you drop the smallest and the largest, you have a pretty good average.
Yeah.
It could even have been a hauling issue from the
Yeah.
DP side of the house.
Possibly, yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, are there any other questions here? Okay, our wonderful nurse. What's next up?
So, Kristen and I are in the process of getting our ServSafe certification. So last week we had the first class with Daniel,
Yeah.
and this Wednesday we have another one. It's like 7 hours of total of
Uh-huh.
the class. So we're gonna have a second part
Right.
this week. And on the 16th, which is Friday, we have to take the test, which is outside test, like
Hmm,
to pass to get the certification.
good.
So we have to study hard for this one. And it's a lot, like really, like I didn't
I bet
realize
it
how much
is.
it is.
There are details and more details and more
And they are
details.
changing stuff too. Like he has like, oh, actually that was updated on this, but this is updated now.
Are these regulations that you're talking about?
Yeah, this is
These
like
are
a,
state regulations?
so this is like
Yes.
for the restaurant managers. Yes.
Passive.
Yes, like just, like how to run the business. So every restaurant has to have someone who is certified,
Okay.
so they can make sure everything is being done in a safe way.
So where is your business gonna be?
You know what? My business. I can apply this in my kitchen, my own kitchen. Like it's gonna be very helpful when I gonna go more into the food inspection, because that's my goal. So this is the basic, like the first class you have to take to understand the
I see.
requirements and everything, and then you can build on this. This is like foundation.
I see.
So this is what we are doing. Wednesday is going to be next class, and we scheduled for Wednesday when Julie is here. So
Okay.
someone can
Yeah,
cover
so
the
somebody
office.
covers the office, yeah.
Yes, so
Good.
yeah, so this is one thing, and
Before you run from that, just as a side note, once in a while I like to get a little funny in the group. In the senior center, everybody that's in the kitchen is ServSafe certified, right? And some of us who don't go into the kitchen are also certified, right? So I'm out there placing napkins on the tables, and I came back in, and I just went like this. Don't worry about it, I just dropped some napkins on the floor, but I blew them off before I put them on the table. And I thought they were gonna throw me out.
oh, you're going to get in trouble for
You have to be
that.
a wise guy, huh?
Yeah.
Don't upset the elderly.
And this coming Thursday, there is another, the monthly FED meeting, this time, this is like for the region, right? And they're going to offer 2 classes this time.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna take advantage of that. One is hazmat, which I don't know. They're gonna have someone to do it, and also stop the bleed. So that's I had this class years earlier, but I think
Yeah,
it would be nice
yeah.
to
Sure.
redo it. So
Good
I'm
deal.
going to the meeting. Not sure if Krista will be able to go this Thursday. She's overloaded with work. But I know I
Depends
will
on
go.
that,
Yes,
yeah.
so it's gonna like a half a day, because the meeting starts at 9 in Charlton. First training is 10 o'clock, the second training is at 12. So it's like a half a day
Yeah.
event. And
Mm.
and beside that, everything gets pretty quiet.
Yeah,
Single cases here and there of some diseases, but nothing
nothing.
concerning and alarming.
Good.
And
Good for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you finish ServSafe and sign up to take the allergen,
I will.
that's another one you should have.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what, and it's so good for Kristen, because
Yes.
she's dealing with this. Like, people have a question sometimes. She will be able to answer them based, on accurate information. Like, basically.
Yeah.
So it's so good for her to understand the whole concept too.
Yeah.
That's why we are doing this together.
So, is there such a thing as an instructor's certification?
Daniel is a certified instructor.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, could we get somebody in here that is certified to teach?
So we have Daniel, and they have a classes, like people can
Yeah.
sign up for
Right
them.
now, we have them, but
Well, did it?
No,
Yeah.
that's, become an instructor, that's a a little bit more of schooling and getting ready, right?
Yeah.
I think you're better off hiring a commercial,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
somebody who does it, if not for a living, at least
Yeah, and people have to, I think, renew it every 5 years, the class,
every 5
every
years.
5 years. So, with a handful of restaurants here and food, people find places. And like I know Northbridge has a classes. Daniel teaches in Northbridge, and this is for all surrounding towns.
I see.
So I think we are good now. It's not like people have to do it every year.
Okay. And are we all set with that? Okay, next on the agenda, we have health agent, and basically what I mean, I'm happy to hear that all schools have been inspected.
All but one. The camp hasn't.
Oh, the other
I
campaign?
don't think the camp has yet, because I don't think they're open yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did they slip through last year?
No, they passed.
Did they?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the one up on the hill, the one,
Children's Haven.
Children's Haven? Yeah, they did.
Yep.
How about down below?
That's it. They only have three. We have Haywood Landing,
Yeah.
the camp, and Breezy.
Okay, I thought there was another one. Or is that just for food? They have that camp down below.
Oh, camp meeting?
Yeah,
Oh, they don't have, yeah, that's just food.
that's just food,
Yep.
okay. And how about I've heard very little about the Chinese restaurant.
I know they're still being, I believe they're still being trained and inspected.
Right. I asked Danielle about that, and she said that they're going through that training.
Yeah.
and-
I had stopped in one day and I asked Julie for the report. That was the day to print the things,
Yeah.
and she sent it to me. And
Okay.
Mm,
Iffy at best,
right.
in terms of improvement.
Because I sent the last one to everybody.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
whatever the last one I saw
Yeah, yeah.
after the meeting, I was like, this isn't.
So when Danielle is
Hot,
coming
yeah.
here next time, do you know? Next week or this week?
I don't remember. It's a
We're
little
going-
ways away.
I'm gonna check.
Yep.
It is a huge cultural shift.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Among my many tours in the world, we went through China on one. They told us not even to brush our teeth with the hotel water.
You were in China?
Yeah.
Were you?
Can you imagine that?
No.
Can't brush your teeth with the hotel water?
That's awful. That's awful. Wow. When was this? How long ago was that, Dick?
So it's gonna
2
be a
weeks, I
good day
think.
for me to.
You were there
over
2 weeks ago?
The 15th?
the 15th.
How long ago?
June.
No, when did you go?
Yeah,
No,
Oh, night
Thursday.
mid-90s.
Oh, mid-90s.
16 is Friday, because we have a test. 16th.
So we'll go with her on the 15th.
I'm going to go.
So the 15th, she could probably do it.
Okay, that's good.
So next Thursday, next week.
I would like to coordinate it so I can go with her.
It'll be on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's all right. To me, that is not an appropriate venue for that restaurant. How do you feel about that, Dave?
The location, is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, not so much location, the physical
Condition of the building.
condition of, yeah.
I haven't seen anything other than the outside. My understanding
Oh,
is.
I
that
thought
it's-
you went inside.
I have not, no, I'm not. I mean, I've been inside in the front, but not in the back.
Right.
I mean, it's connected to, my understanding, residential
Mhm.
above and below, and on the side of it. The limited amount I can see is, it's not in great, it doesn't seem like it's in great shape.
It looks
The
like,
dark spot, the kitchen is really dark.
very dark, yeah.
Cannot, there's
And it's, everything is really old and not really clean.
around the place, I think just
Hmm.
put everything off.
It's
and-
like they took four phone booths and put them together. This is so tight, there's no room to work, it's, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so, any other, no, that's me. Bills and warrants, any questions on that? Okay. We have minutes, no?
No minutes.
No minutes.
Today,
I shouldn't look for minutes?
No, I didn't,
No.
I thought I was gonna get them, but I did not get them, so I come on.
How about old business, new business, anything?
Before you get too
Oh.
far.
Yep.
Yesterday, I took the COVID test to be sure that what I had wasn't COVID, and
Yeah,
it wasn't.
good.
I'm glad to
If it's
hear
positive,
that.
you tell us now.
Yeah.
By
It's
the
awfully
way, it was
mean.
positive, right?
Okay, it wasn't COVID. That's it.
That's it.
Thank you
Oh,
for
I thought there
sharing
was-
this with us. Very important piece of
Yeah,
information.
you held us in suspense there.
You were about to ask you, right?
So there's nothing else? There was something.
Next
I-
meeting, right?
I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to mention. Oh, well, Kristen will remember later on. You think? Seems like something else.
For like health agent stuff? Or,
Before that. Okay, all right, I guess we're all set. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
no, we need to pick a meeting.
Oh, okay.
We don't want the EDS presentation on the record?
That's,
That's after.
that's after.
No, you want it off the record?
Off the record. It's all the dirty secrets then.
So, July,
Not fourth.
not 4th.
10th?
10th.
If needed,
Okay.
why don't we do that,
Yeah.
if needed?
You want it on the 4th of July?
No.
So 10th if needed.
Yeah.
If needed, yeah.
Ready for motion now?
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.